we have to address the situation, man. Ambry Thomas, this dude got toasted all game long, and I think overall he probably gave up like at least 10 points just from all the pass interference, the missed tackles. It was rough, man. It was kind of what I was telling. We were making videos about in off season. I said that this guy has been toast, and I just still haven't seen. I haven't seen it, man. And good thing that Greenlaw bailed us out. Purdy at the end, great drive, bailed us out. But there's still the elephant in the room, man. What do you think about this and other things we could fix heading into the NFC Championship game, man?
So obviously, me and you have been harping about Ambry Thomas being pretty much an Achilles heel for that secondary all year long.
Yeah.
Like I know he had one game that was the Seattle game he played
Where he
okay.
had the interception.
Yeah, where he had the exception. But other than that, man, this guy has kind of just been toast all year long. I've seen him literally spun all the way around on multiple occasions. He gives pretty much 10 to 15 yard cushions every single time he's out there. I understand they're playing almost like a soft prevent where they're backing off a little. Regardless, man, like you could tell he doesn't feel confident enough. He's not driving on that ball hard.
Mm-hmm.
There was that one at the end of the game where Jordan Love threw it. I can't remember the receiver,
Mm-hmm.
but
He
essentially
tipped it up
he was
and-
bobbling it, so
Yeah.
he had time to still make a play. But even then, he was so far back that the receiver was able to gather himself in the rain and still complete the catch. So you could tell his confidence is shook. There was one thing that I was kind of worried about when the game was starting, when they were saying Logan Ryan was about to start a safety. I was like, dang, I kind of wish they would have started Jair Brown safety, because I was like, if Ambry Thomas plays bad, Logan Ryan, he could play multiple positions. I was like, this guy could come in and cover that. Because I had a feeling that freaking Ambry Thomas was going to get toasted, especially in the rain when it's harder to get your footing. I was like, dude, I'm worried. But Logan Ryan, man, like I said, I felt comfortable with him at any single position. So I was like, dude, that's what I was thinking. But I was like, I don't think they're going to go with that. But going forward, I think they should take a look at that, because, man, I don't trust Ambry Thomas going into this NFC Championship game and a possible Super Bowl, because we're going to play some pretty badass quarterbacks coming up next, and they're just going to pick them apart. If I'm being honest, they're gonna find the weakness and go after it. Also surprised that Jordan Love didn't take advantage against him and Christian Watson at the end of the game. Luckily, we got him. I think we sent the blitz, and he
I think it was a 4-man pressure that one. I think so, because remember Harder got in and then he ran to the
delayed
side.
one, right?
I think it was a 4-man, but I could be wrong.
But yeah, regardless, they were able to get Jordan Love to miss up, but he would have had time. And then, I don't know. The whole point is I just don't trust this guy, so I'd rather have Logan Ryan at the cornerback instead of a safety. Put Jair Brown out there. I feel that's a better lineup for us overall.
Yeah, it's such a bad situation that we put ourselves in. To me, in the offseason, I thought we were going to cut two guys, and it was a no-brainer. Ambry Thomas and Isaiah Oliver. I just felt that they were getting toasted in training camp, OTAs, mini camp, even in the preseason, man. They were getting worked. And I just didn't see it, man. I know that Adam Peters, who's now the GM over there with Washington, that was his guy. So I think that's why he kept staying on this team, because Adam Peters, he was high up there for us. And I just didn't get him. He was getting worked. And it wasn't even always even in the passing game where he was getting those big pass interference calls, or getting the guys were getting like 10 yards a pop on his catches. It was him missing in the run game too. He was whipping. I mean, he was afraid for contact. And I was like, are you kidding me, man? Because I thought our defense overall played good. But I think that drive where they got a field goal first, Ambry Thomas, I think, got a penalty that first drive. And then he got another one for that, 40, 50 yard. He just got lost. He got scared. Can't happen, man. Can't happen in these big games. And you're right. Logan Ryan, I know he's like 32, but he is a ball hawk. He's had 19 interceptions in his career, and I think that's his more comfortable position too. I thought he played okay today at safety. I didn't think he was great. I thought that our safeties actually kind of struggled. I thought Gibson absolutely struggled out there, getting penalties, getting lost out there, and then Ryan was okay. I didn't think he was good either, but I think he's more of a cornerback. So you have someone out there that has championship experience, not afraid of the big moment. He ended Tom Brady's career at the Patriots for that pick six when he was with Tennessee. So would I feel more comfortable with that guy? Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. And also, to me, I get it. He's not, Samuel Womack isn't the greatest player out there. But, dude, I might as well have him in the slot and Lenore playing on the outside, because Lenore, when he was on the outside, he's actually really good. It's the fact that we can't find that slot, that nickel. We haven't found it this whole damn year. So, I mean, that's why we talked about earlier in the season, Deshaun Jameson should have never been cut. Quantrez Knight should have never been cut, and we're still like we're trying to play catch up. We're like we have like a band-aid on something that is it's an issue, man. It definitely is an issue. So hopefully we do something. I think he might have to roll him out there again, but to me, that's one thing that I talked about. Like, you got to do that. And also, let's address something else. Special teams, man. Jeez, the big kick return. And I sent you the link. The inactive Samuel Womack. Samuel Womack, even though he's not the best nickel guy, he's one of our best special teamers. He could fly. He's a 4-3-3 guy. He's a dude that makes tackles. Why is it him and Odom both not there? They need to be there together. We have 3 tight ends. Willis is our third one. Dude, we have freaking Kyle Juszczyk. Use him as a third tight end. Like, what are we doing with 3 tight ends? We don't need that. Like, I was confused about that whole situation, but I'll let you go.
Yeah, that was the thing I was about to say when you're talking about Sammy Womack in the nickel. I'm like, if you have him there too, you could also use him for special teams, especially at that gunner. Because, man, today, the special teams almost hurt us. Luckily,
killed us.
Yeah, pretty much
7 points right there.
7 points right there. Luckily, we were able to survive from it. But, man, we need to address special teams because you could lose big games in the special teams. You could win big games in special teams. Obviously, Super Bowl cost us 1 year against the Ravens.
NFC Championship
game as well. So if you don't address that, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass eventually. So Sammy Womack, there's no reason he shouldn't be out there, man.
Yeah, you got to have 2 tight ends and then just bolster your special teams because it happens, man. It's been happening all year long. I remember week 1 against the Steelers, it was just pathetic, man. They were getting almost to like the 40-50 yard line every damn time, and I was like, dude, this cannot be happening. And so it's happening again, and I don't like it at all. Something has to be addressed. I'm saying put Samuel Womack in there, and I think there's other dudes out there that hardly even play, dude. Don't we add that special teamer, get Samuel Womack in there. So that's another thing that we got to address. Anything else that you think we could grow from what happened? Like any other personnel players you think?
Other than that,
I'm gonna say, dude. I'll say it since you don't say it. I think Gregory didn't play that great. He didn't edge. I wanted to see Robert Beal in there more. I thought he at least could have brought some pass rush because I don't think Gregory really didn't bring much to the table. Chase Young, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I was expecting more for him. He did not control the edge. You know, you were saying that you liked Farrell because he did control the edge. You know, he wouldn't give up the big yards on the outside. And remember they got that big one from Aaron Jones? Yeah. That was Chase Young right there, I believe. And a few times they were able to get past the edge. So we got to address that. I know when Chase Young was with Washington, he was actually really good against the run. So I was kind of tripping out, like, what's going on? It wasn't just him. Like, I think a few times Bosa was missing the end too. Didn't control the edge, but he played a good game, I thought. Bosa, and I thought Hargrave actually played really great too. So there are things to address out there, but overall it was like the defense I thought played great. I think the defense probably did play better than the offense because our special teams put us in the hole. We punted the ball a lot, so I think that kind of hurt our defense too. But anything else you think that needs to be maybe addressed out there?
I gotta go back and look at some film because there was a lot of other stuff, but I know that was the
Ambry Thomas was the biggest.
He just stuck out too much.
Yeah, we gotta do. I think, dude, we gotta do something about that, man, because I swear, man, I almost had 2 heart attacks because of this dude. Like, penalty after penalty, especially on a third down, dude. On third down, Jordan Love knew exactly where to go. He's like, dude, I find the weakness right here. It kind of was like that movie, The Waterboy. Remember Waterboy when they had to go for the onside kick and they looked at the guy that was scared the most? That was Ambry Thomas right there. Ambry Thomas was Jordan Love was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this guy, and it almost hurt us. It almost bit in the ass, but thank goodness we got pressure. And Drake Greenlaw, amazing interception. Next time, buddy, when the game's over, just go down, dog. Just go down, dog. 2 times. Just go. Well, first one I get it because he tried to get a pick 6, but the second one, the game's over. But that was a hell of an interception, though. That was a hell. If you look at that in the rewind, he had to like go to his, I think, left and do that, get the interception. He came up clutch at the end. So things have to get addressed. One more thing, real quick. I was listening to Larry Krueger before, and Larry Krueger was talking about, I'm not concerned with our special teams because even though the Niners special teams, I think 24, 25, he was like, oh, the special teams of the Packers is like 30, so we have nothing to worry about. And still we got burned on that big ass play. So I'm like, fudge, man. So definitely, this was probably like the worst special teams team we played, and we still kind of got work there. So we got to address that situation, address the cornerback position, do what you can, man. Our suggestion, Logan Ryan, and then you got to address special teams. I say get Samuel Womack in there to beef up that special team because he's an amazing gunner as well too. So gunner one side, Odom, other side, Samuel Womack. That right there is a beautiful combination. So we're just giving little tips, man. Kyle, if you are out there, great win. That was the first time 0-30 down by 5 points something,
Yeah,
I think,
got the W.
and able to get the W. So overall though, great game. There's just a few little nitpicks that we had to talk about, but I love the way we played. I love the way Brock Starr came in at the end, clutch, man. Like Jim Harbaugh said, clutch. So who knows, man? We got 7 days, and we just got to get our blood pressure down, man. Until then.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think. Should the Niners make any changes? Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time.
Peace.